guys, welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media again. What a wonderful day it's been. What a wonderful weather. Outside looks so nice. Summertime is here. If you are joining us in Blue Clouds Media, let us know where you're watching the stream from, and we will shout you out. It's been all Chelsea and on social media platform and accredited news outlets out there are blowing so much good news for Chelsea fans. As we all know, Moses Caicedo news is right there. And also Kepa Arrizabalaga's news is also out there. Who goes and who comes in, who joins the Blue, as it's been so wonderful for the Blues so far in their preseason campaign. So we will look and see what's all next to talk about on the platform. As usual, I'm being joined here by my wonderful friend later on. He will join us here. Which is no one else but Steven G. Steven will join us here on the platform later, and we will talk about the Moses Caicedo, whatever we got going on. And we're going to start from Chelsea deal done. Still the deal done for 20 million. Relegation clause activated this week. Tyler Adams already did first part of his medical test on Wednesday and will complete the remaining today, which by now I'm sure he's done. Also, breaking news as Bayern Munich are in advanced talk with Chelsea over the number one goalkeeper, Kepa Arrizabalaga. And the question is, who is going to be the number one now? Is it Sanchez when Kepa leaves? That's tweeted by Fabrizio Romano earlier on today. And also, Chelsea have submitted a bid of 48 million for Romeo Lavia. Yes, Romeo Lavia, the club interest in Lavia has been ongoing for a considerable period of time. It's worth nothing that Liverpool is well aware of the situation. The Joe Shield has been involved. Joe Shield has been involved in the process last summer, which Chelsea pursued Lavia with an offer of 50 million and had expressed their intention to approach a similar situation before presenting the bid that was recently submitted. And also elsewhere, we're talking about the relationship to acquire relegation. Regarding Moses Caicedo, it's important to clear that Chelsea discussions with him are still in progress. The bid for Lavia should not be interpreted as a setback in the pursuit of Caicedo. Both negotiations are proceeding as it's still going on. Premier League investigation. We all know that broke out yesterday. Premier League investigation. Chelsea for potential financial breach during Roman Abramovich ownership. Chelsea new owners reported their own club to UEFA and the Premier League club after the takeover in 2022. If found guilty of rules breaches, sanctions could include a fine or point deduction in July. UEFA fined Chelsea 8.6 million for incomplete financial information being given to them. So that is where we are, and it's not getting easy. And good news comes in, and then the bad news also goes across the carpet. But we'll see how Chelsea will deal with it. So these are the topics that we will be talking about: the financial breaches that Chelsea found themselves, and also Arrizabalaga being linked to join the Bayern Munich as Thomas Tuchel is really interested in Kepa Arrizabalaga. And also Chelsea could pursue 2-3 strong players to the football club. If Chelsea go ahead and as they've been linked with Mohamed Kudus, can they get Kudus? Can they get Lavia? Can they get Moses Caicedo? At the same summer transfer window, we already know how the number of players that have already come through the squad already. We've had Dizazi, also the French national team player, very, very with so much experience. Dizazi is here as a defender. And also we have Mr. Nicholas Jackson. Others are also injured, nursing injury. And then also number one player, we haven't mentioned his name, is Reece James, have been through the ranks from the academy level, now set as a captain with a vice captain, which is Ben Chua. We will also talk about that as the time goes on. So before we continue with any other thing, I'll get back to the comment section below and acknowledge all our viewers and then those that put the comments down there and read them loud for everyone to hear it. Before we get in there, let me introduce you guys. You already know him, Steven, who is my co-host. Big up to your brother, Steven. Welcome to the floor.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm very, very sure you're doing okay. How is your day going so far, Steven?
Interesting. Let's put it that way. You know, like what I'm on about.
Interesting with so many deals. Tyler Adams and Chelsea also working on Lavia and also Moses Caicedo behind the scenes. Is that not what you're talking about?
Partially, but also away from that as well.
Okay. Good. Right. So where do we start from, Steven? Where do we start from? You heard all the intro. Where do we start from?
Do you want to start with Adams, given that one's close to being confirmed?
Yes, we'll get into Adams. Steven wants us to start from Adams. But before we get into Tyler Adams, let me acknowledge these wonderful viewers that are already watching us. I have a Smart said, we are ready. Thank you, Smart. I'm putting down those that are watching. And just like I've said, I got some good stuff for them. And also, Frederick, big up to you, Frederick. He said, up the chills, absolutely. The UTC coming from my big brother, Steven. Okay, who else? You are welcome. Smart said you're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, we have the blue clouds, 100% Chelsea FC from Senegal. Big up to my brother for always tuning in. I'm really appreciating, and very soon I will add you to the moderators that we have on our platform. I have to take certain moderators out and make new mods, those that are always tuning in and participating on the channel. So I am Chelsea fan watching show from Africa. Thank you very much. King Mo, big up to you. I hope you're doing very well. Guys, share the video so we can have the video spread out to all Chelsea fans around the continent, Africa, East Africa, everywhere that they find themselves, so we can get more numbers on the show. Thank you very much, everyone that has been here. Steven, Tyler Adams, deal done. Where would you?
Not officially, but yeah, near enough.
I mean, if he's done the first pre-phase of the what would I call it, physical, and he's doing the medicals.
He probably finished it this morning. I mean, at this point, by UK time, we're at 5:15. So yeah, he's probably done it by now. Probably done it this morning. He's got it all done. Probably just going through all the media work that needs to be done for it, and then make it official, I'd presume.
In your opinion, Steven, Tyler Adams, very, very good player. He's got legs to cover ground. He's small. He's got Premier League proven. He's got a lot of experience. He attacks a lot. Would you say this move is an upgrade to what Chelsea are looking for, or do you think it's going to be just a squad depth player?
I think it's depth.
And how Chelsea is going to use him.
I think it's depth. For sure, I think it's depth. But I know there's people criticizing it. Why have we got him? Blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, I think we're going to get Caicedo. I think that'll happen within the next couple of days. I said this to you before we came on to the stream. I think that gets done in the next couple of days. Now, regardless of that, if you look at what we've been hearing from people who are trustworthy and everything, it looks like multiple midfielders are going to be out on loan or sold. Gallagher could be sold. Cesare Casadei is going on loan to Leicester. Leslie could be going on loan, and a couple of others. So we don't really have much depth in that midfield. So regardless if we get Caicedo or not, we still need one or two players, whether that's Adams and Lavia as well as Caicedo, or it's just Adams and Caicedo. Who knows? But I think I said to you last night, because my sleeping pattern's messed up, I woke up in the early hours by my time, and I saw your message about the 48 million bid. And I think I said to you at the time, I said, what if we're looking at going for Adams as well as Lavia and Caicedo, so we go for the 3 deals? And today you've seen throughout the day there's reports Chelsea could be looking at doing all 3, Adams, Caicedo and Lavia. But some people aren't sure on him, but I think for the value we're getting him at, it's very good. It's 20 million.
20
You
million.
can't complain with that. Say we offer him a 5-year deal, right? For example. Now, if one of our youngsters who goes out on loan from midfield performs, has a breakout season, ready to come into the fold next season, who knows? Maybe we sell Tyler Adams in a year. Who knows? But for 20 million, whether it's 1 season, 2 seasons, whatever that he ends up being here for, however long he's here for, I think it'd be good depth. I genuinely believe it'd be good depth. If we get all 3 midfielders done, who knows? Maybe you move Enzo further forward, as I was saying to you before we came on stream again.
Yeah.
Because he's that creative outlet. You can have him be more creative if you play him further forward, and then when Nkunku's fit, you can play Nkunku out on the wing. Because realistically, if I was the manager and I'm looking, going, okay, we might get Lavia, we might get, well, we are getting Adams, and we likely get Caicedo, right? The only one I'm unsure on there is Lavia. Do we go back in with another offer? I'm not sure. I kind of hope we do, but I'm not certain. But if we do that and we sign all 3 of these midfielders, in my head, I'm going, okay, so the 2 deeper players, because we'll play predominantly a 4-2-3-1 under Poch, yeah? Caicedo and Lavia probably be them, and then you can put Enzo further forward in sort of like the 10 role.
Right.
Because he brings the creativity. Like what Bruno does with Man United, basically. He's their creative player. He's further forward. That's where you want your creative players to do. It would be, you don't want to sign 3 midfielders that are deeper and then only play one of them because the other place is taken by Enzo, who's actually creative. So you would rather have him further forward anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Steven, you're really spot on. You make a lot of sense. Just like you said, lots of these midfielders, although we have lots of players coming this season, Diego Moreira and Casadei, Cesare Casadei, and even goalkeepers, a lot of them will be going on loan to get more experience to be able to come back and play for the club. So in the other way around, I have heard Mauricio Pochettino obviously talk many times, and you could tell that he need experienced players. He's just done with his young players don't have this experience. He wants he said he wants experienced midfielders to be able to help the ones that we already have now to be able to compete with the likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, and cities. So you know, going into looking into American market, also Tyler Adams can sell more jerseys in American market. So it's not just bringing in Tyler Adams like for squad depth, just like some of our brothers said, but now it's more for squad depth. Yeah, marketability. Also, Tyler Adams can bring some money to the club, and also he's a good player. He has more experience. I think 2 seasons, right? There's 2 seasons or 1 season.
I'm not entirely sure. I'll quickly check.
I think
if you carry on your point, I'll quickly check this.
Yeah, I think it's 1 season with Leeds United, but then he played very well. He's got a lot of cap.
Yeah, 1 season in the Prem.
Lots of experience.
But he's 24 years old.
National team. Yeah. So U.S. national team, so he's got a lot of experience. So yeah, just like you said, Tyler Adams coming in, and also definitely Caicedo will go through the door. It will happen. It will happen. You and I have even we did talk behind the scenes in regards to how much it might go for, maybe 85 million. And also his former club wanted some amount of money from him to be able to put out
Yeah,
a
they've got a
project
sell-on
back home.
clause 15 or 20%. I'm not entirely sure, but it's either 15 or 20% goes to Independiente del Valle, or however you pronounce it.
Del Valle.
It's the same club that we've just bought Kendrick Payers from. It's the same club. And we've seen reports that if they get that money, they're going to build stuff for their training ground and stuff. I think it was like a dome or something. So, yeah, they've got plans if this goes through, which I firmly believe it will go through. But just quickly, as we're on this, and what I was saying about the whole depth thing, right? So Leslie possibly goes on loan. Yeah. Lewis Hall's loan is going to be to Crystal Palace. There's even been pictures of him doing media work, wearing a shirt for them, all that stuff. Casadei is going loan to Leicester, and Gallagher's potentially sold. So that would basically leave us with Enzo, Andre Santos, and Carney. That's basically what that would leave us with.
All right, so Stephen just shared this with me. Let me read that real quick. It appears that PSG have confirmed Kylian Mbappe that if he leaves on a free, they will be forced to sell key players and even sack many club employees because of FFP, which is a very, very big thing. Bashir Humphreys leaning towards loan to Swansea. He asks, okay, that's Stephen's player. He loves him. He loves him. He's a good player. He's going to get lots of experience and come in later.
Because you read it out, right? Just quickly on the Mbappe thing, yeah? Why are PSG informing him, if you go on a free, we'll have to sack staff, sell key players, stuff like this? It's not his problem. It's not his problem. You're the club. You got yourself in this mess. It's not his problem. You are the owners. You're the directors. You're all these people who are meant to control this. He's a player. He does not control these things. It's on you to make sure you fall in line with these regulations that are in place by UEFA. I don't think they have them in France specifically, like the Premier League do in England. But it's up to you, the club, to do that. It's not a player's fault. Look, you offered him those wages. He's well within his right to go, I don't want to leave. I want to stay here for a year. I'll go to Madrid if I want to go to Madrid in a year for free. Not my problem.
Thank you very much. Let me read some few comments as we have here. Mr. Smart, how you doing, sir? He said, I tell you, brother, Fabrizio Romano is one. He's the number one. I doubt Fabrizio Romano is number one. Smart, look, he's good. Fabrizio Romano, no doubt about that. You can't take that away from him. He's got lots of links, but sometimes he retweets a lot of people's tweets. But if you want to be more... you want to journalists really follow him, make sure his tweets are much more concrete, 100% concrete, no decline transfers and stuff like that. There's a guy you have to follow. It's no one else by David Ornstein. David Ornstein is the number one.
Ornstein, and when he waits, and then when Ornstein tweets, that's happening.
Yeah, when Ornstein tweets, 100%. There's no, it should have, or no, it didn't happen, or there's a twist and turn. Fabrizio Romano will tweet some issues and tells you, you have to know. He tried to back his tweets in case it doesn't work or it doesn't happen. He tells you, transfer, this is what happened, and everything can happen, something can happen, and it can have a different twist. And just like he'll give an example, so that it can happen, but when it doesn't happen, do not blame Fabrizio Romano because he tweeted it. It means that there is not really reliable 100% like you think.
You know what it is, though?
Yes,
with
sir.
him,
Steven,
he
second.
puts
Let
out
me
a
finish.
lot on it.
Go ahead.
Ornstein tends to wait till late, whereas Romano, he'll put up updates every couple of days, and because he's more prominent on Twitter, he's more active on Twitter compared to Ornstein. Every tweet he puts is, can I have news about Caicedo? News about Kane, news about this. So he then has to put up these pointless updates because he keeps getting asked every tweet he puts up, to a point that he has to put up the same update, and then people complain. It's like, well, if he's getting asked about it on every tweet every day, he kind of has no choice.
Right. Big up to you, the Prince. What have you been, the Prince? Big up to my brother. Smart said, then we have our brother here, Frederick. Frederick said, he is a squad depth player. Okay, that's what it means. A squad depth player. Makeem said, I like Tyler Adams. He is got that salvage energy, which is true, 100%. Yeah. we can you get the best out of Tyler Adams. Then the blue club showing the percent to Chelsea FC said that Chelsea have to fight to have is it Lavia? I think he means Lavia.
Yeah,
Lavia versus Casado. It will be our benefit. I think the club is fighting very hard to get us all these 3 players. Imagine Biden.
Imagine bidding for Lavia and not offering the full 50 million. Chelsea out here playing dirty, and I like it. I said to you about this just because we're on this comment. I said to you that I thought maybe it was 48 and then a loan, like maybe Humphreys or something. Turns out it's not. But that would have made sense to me. If you're offering 48 and then a loan player, okay, you've offered a couple million below what they want, but you've also given them a player on loan for a season, which benefits them. And it also benefits you because that player gets development. But turns out we didn't do that, and that got rejected. It's interesting if we go back in now.
Yes, our brother said that we have to secure our middle. The Prince said big up everyone, big up to Chelsea family. I'm very happy to be here today. Smack that like button as usual. My brother will always say that to support the channel. Thank you very much, the Prince, my big brother. Hope everyone is doing very well. We have to secure our middle. We have to secure our middle. That's what he means. See, the midfield is very, very important, which during preseason, Mauricio Pochettino have put a mark on that. He need midfielders, but they need experience. So I think that is why the Casado has got, I don't know if it's 2 seasons or 1 season with Brighton. I'm sure it's 1 season, right, Steven?
What was that?
It's 1 season. How many seasons did Casado have had with Brighton? Was it 1 or 2?
2, I think.
2 seasons. Yeah,
I think. I'll check 1 second. Or it might have been 1.5. I think he signed for them in the January.
So it wasn't a full season.
No, it was a full season.
His statistics will tell you
he's had about 1.5 seasons for them.
So yeah, Steven, now we're gonna move on from there. We've talked about Tyler Adams. We know where he likes, so you've given us your opinion on Tyler Adams, and all the viewers have also tell what Tyler Adams is going to be like, maybe squad depth player. Makim also said he likes most of his energy, and I'm very, very happy with Tyler Adams. You know, he's got a lot of experience from the U.S. national team, just like I said from beginning. And also, Steven, we're going to move on from Tyler Adams, deal down. We're going to move on to Kepa Arrizabalaga at this moment. If Chelsea has been linked to Bayern Munich, if Kepa has been linked to Bayern Munich, trying to get Kepa Arrizabalaga from the football club, who is our number 1. So it means that Sanchez comes in as a number 1, and we bring in a different goalkeeper, right? Is that what this is going to look like?
So Kepa is apparently advanced to Bayern Munich on loan with an option. That was the latest update I saw. So what I now think is we're going to loan him.
Right.
And then if they don't take up the option, he'll have 12 months left. Right? So in that case, we're going to get another goalkeeper this summer. If we do that, one of the ones that I've seen mentioned quite a lot is, I think it's the Valencia keeper, the Georgian keeper, Giorgio Mamadashvili.
Yeah.
He's about 6'6". He was at the under-21s for Georgia. But I've seen a lot of talk about him throughout the window before now, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's who we go for. I think I saw somewhere that he has been, like, he'll be available for about 20 million euros or something. I think I saw somewhere. Don't know the reliability of that one because it was a month or so ago. But if that's true, 20 million euros, may as well. To get him to come in and compete with Sanchez, why not?
Steven, between those 2 goalkeepers, if he comes in, who do you think will be the number 1 for Chelsea if Kepa leaves?
I think we sign someone like Mamadashvili, but I think Sanchez will be the number 1.
Okay.
Or they'll compete, and then we'll have Sanchez and then him competing.
All right, thank you very much, guys. If you're listening, we'll talk about Kepa's link to Bayern Munich as Thomas Tuchel is interested in his work with Kepa Arrizabalaga. They're both in the team that won the last Champions League for Chelsea Football Club, and also the Prince said, "Do Chelsea table their final financial bid on Caicedo?" Do what, Steven?
I think you mean so Chelsea tabled instead of do. I think it might have been autocorrect or something.
He's asking if Chelsea is going to table their final. So do Chelsea? He's asking the question. He said, "Do Chelsea table their final official bid on Caicedo?" This is most important player in our team because fails to get Caicedo deal over the line. It means this transfer market is a failure. That's how he feels. My brother here said that if Kepa leave, Sanchez will be the number one. I believe so, just like we were just talking about. So thank you guys for being here. Guys, do not forget to like the video and also share the video on any other Facebook platform so people know we are live. Because I've changed the time, it's really affecting our viewership a little bit. So we've talked about Kepa Arrizabalaga. Guys, if you have any question in regards to Kepa Arrizabalaga being linked to Bayern Munich, drop it in the comment section below, and we will take our time to. I'll take my time to read it, and we will talk about it as well. Steven, anything more you want to say on Kepa before we move on to other players or other news?
Nope.
All right, Smart says Chelsea need to pay 100 million and get Moses Caicedo. 100 million is way too much. Of Caicedo is too much for 100 million. You know, I don't know if Brighton are looking at the West Ham United deal where Arsenal paid 105 million British record fee for Declan Rice. Is that why they're trying to make the deal difficult? If that is it, I don't think it's right. It's not good for a club that has a very, very good relationship with Chelsea. We've got Sanchez. Sanchez is from Brighton, right, Steven? Yeah, we've got Brighton, we've got Cucurella. They were trying to get Moses Caicedo, and it's still 100 million. I think it's too much. 85 should be good. 80 million, 85 should be a good deal for Caicedo. Caicedo is trying to force his way out. If you're going to see him play in the first Premier League game, when the preseason starts, which is a couple days ago, couple days away, which is 3 days away, then that would be nice. But if he doesn't play, that means the guy is really willing to force his way out. Big up to you, I123, love you forever. She said, hello, Zion and Steven. I'm watching you live from work. Hope you both doing well. Absolutely, we are doing wonderful. I123, love you. Thank you for tuning in and also sending your comments down. So the next one we're gonna talk about we're talking about the financial problem right now. A Premier League investigation investigating Chelsea for potential financial breach during Roman Abramovich ownership, which we did talk about that yesterday. Chelsea new owners reported their own club to UEFA and the Premier League after they took over in 2022. If found guilty of rules breaches, sanctions could be included and fined or point deduction. In July, UEFA fined Chelsea 8.6 million for incomplete financial information. So with this, now the Premier League has get himself involved. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if the Premier League want to get himself involved. But what if Chelsea hasn't reported it to the Premier League himself? What would it have done, Steven?
Nothing, because it's a historical thing, right? I think I saw it related to a payment to Andreas Christensen's dad or something, yeah? So, let me put it this way, right? You're telling me the Premier League are opening an investigation, which is probably the same thing that we got fined for by UEFA, yeah? Our new owners flagged the financial stuff to the Premier League and to UEFA, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, 1 year later, they're doing an investigation and they're trying to threaten us with fines and deductions. You ain't giving us points deductions. You won't even give City deductions for 115 breaches. I guarantee you when that comes out, that won't happen. So I ain't worried about that. I think we'll get a fine, but at the end of the day, it's historical. So if you couldn't find it, and our owners flagged it, it's on you. You're the fool. We flagged it to you. You're the fool for not realizing it in the first place, and it taking our own owners to flag it to you because you're incompetent.
Yes, very, very incompetent. Just like UEFA themselves did not see those loopholes, and Chelsea exploited those loopholes and then went behind and then blocked
That was
those
more
loopholes.
FIFA, I think, to be fair.
FIFA. Okay. And also, it was good that Chelsea reported their own situation to the Premier League club. If that hasn't been done, there would
have been a lot
be
worse.
A whistle. Yeah, there will be a whistleblower. And when that whistleblower sent in and report that to the Premier League, then it's like, okay, we made our own investigation and we found out this. So because of that, you will be fine. You will be having a point deduction, which for now, if the Premier League deduct a point from Chelsea, I'll feel like that is not really good for you, Premier League, to do that, because I'll feel maybe there is an agenda somewhere if you, Premier League goes beyond and deduct points and do all kind of and fine Chelsea at the same time, Stephen.
I mean, if there's a fine, I'll be like, okay, fair enough, whatever. Like, so long as they don't take the liberties with it, right? That's what I'm saying. If they take liberties with it, it's like, okay, we know you have an agenda against us. Now you're taking it too far.
All right, Smart said that Brighton will sell to highest bidder. Okay, Liverpool are planning to submit formal bid. Fabrizio Romano CFC tweeted that. Fabrizio Romano said Liverpool are planning.
Saw that as well.
So thank you very much, Smart. This is what I like when you guys are also participating, watching the stream, and also getting involved in the discussion, and I like that very well. Thank you very much, Smart, for sharing that news with us. We are educating ourselves, so once the news come in, we all get to know. Guys, do not forget, if you haven't put a like on the video, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, and also to help this channel grow and becomes much more bigger and bigger, you have to try and share the link or like the video. Thank you very much for doing that for us on the platform. And then we've talked about the financial. Let me know if you guys have any question regards to the Premier League investigation in Chelsea for potential financial breaches during the tenure of Roman Abramovich. I wouldn't say, look, I did something I was going to say. Under Roman Abramovich, we always say, okay, Mourinho gonna scare up, Bruce back. Those guys have done a very, very good job. But then look, all this breaches is under. Yeah, they're questionable. They're questionable. They are questionable because you got people that are really working finance that are taking care of the club and saw all this and did this and then left the club like that for the new owners to take over, which is very bad. So if someone say, okay, they did the best, Bruce Back, Roman Abramovich, Peter Cech, all those people, they did better than what the new owners are doing now, that is questionable, Steven said, and it's a lie. It's 100% lie because all this were under the old regime.
You know my feelings on some of the things, like some of the signings and stuff that we had under our former head scout, Scott McLaughlin, along with Marina. You know how I feel about some of that stuff.
I know how you feel. Drop it all. Share with the viewers if you want to hear.
I mean,
if you want to.
The big deal is that your fire alarm.
Yeah. Quiet. Sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, so Scott McLaughlin, he wasn't very good at his job, right? There's a lot of stories there. One of them that we found out about that is one that I'll reference is that instead of signing Tchouaméni, he recommended us sign Sal from Atletico on loan, who then, when he did his interview, said he's coming off the 2 worst years of his career. What we do?
Are you there, Steven?
Yeah.
I think you cut off. You cut off.
Oh, no,
sorry.
Your audio cut out for a second because you were trying to say something, but your audio cut out.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna run down and check what is going on. This my fire alarm. It makes so much noise. It wake me up a couple times and it does beep and then tell me fire, fire, fire. Good thing it didn't go through the microphone. That is why I have to mute myself. But I think it stopped, so there's nothing going on. Once in the, oh again, I'll be right back.
And again. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Take over, Steven. I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries. Okay, so what do you guys in the chat think we should do? Do you think we should sign Adams and Caicedo? Or do you think we should do what I personally believe we're going to plan to do and sign all three of Adams, Lavia, and Caicedo? So would you sign two of them? Or would you sign all three? What do you guys think we will do or should do in your own view? Based on the fact that we basically have zero depth at the moment. What I will say on your comment, Smart, about what Romano tweeted, I don't believe it for a second. Liverpool seem reluctant to pay for Lavia. They were reluctant to pay about 100 million for Jude Bellingham. Why would they suddenly pay around about 100 million for Caicedo? Yes, Phantom, it's live. But I was just asking people, would they sign two or three midfielders in Adams, Lavia, and Caicedo? Given that Adams is almost done, would you sign just him and Caicedo, or him, Caicedo, and Lavia? I'm not sure if you came back in time, but I was just briefly referencing Smart's comment about the Romano tweet.
Yeah.
About they didn't want to pay about 100 million for Bellingham. They seem reluctant to pay 50 million for Lavia. Why would they suddenly pay about 100 million for Caicedo? It makes zero sense.
That's right. Apologize, guys. Apologize. It keep going on and off. I have to go and reset the smoke alarm to stop making that noise. Phantom, moving the topic here a bit late. This is live. Absolutely, this is live. As Liverpool is just making us pay more for Moses Caicedo.
I wouldn't be surprised if ours is nearly done. I'll be honest. How can Matt Law be anywhere
close to? Go ahead, Steven. I said it's not going to be anywhere close to what Arsenal or Manchester City did too.
No, I think in total it will. In total, I think it will be. I think when you include add-ons, it'll be about 100 million.
100 million.
How can Matt Law be so wrong? I don't think he was wrong, right? I don't even believe Romano on the fact that Liverpool got put an offer in, right? Because what I think's happened is I think we've resigned ourselves to paying, if you include add-ons, what Brighton want. So probably 90 or 95 million plus add-ons to get to about 100 million, which is what they want, right? So what I think's happened here, you'll see all the Liverpool journalists, all of them have gone, Liverpool haven't made an offer. They've contacted Brighton. They believe that Chelsea is still favourites and all this. But it's Steinberg. You know my feelings on Steinberg. I don't like him for certain reasons. Yeah. And Matt Law are the only two Chelsea ones that have come out and said Liverpool have put a bid in. Why are the Liverpool ones saying they haven't put a bid in, but the Chelsea ones are? Unless the only possibility is, right, we are resigned to pay in the fee that Brighton want, if you include add-ons, yeah, and this is our cover-up of we didn't fall to Brighton and their demands. We paid up because the Liverpool were also coming in for him. PR tactics, right?
Right. All right. Okay. Moses will join Chelsea because he loved Chelsea FC. He liked Chelsea. There's a picture of him wearing lots of players that have linked with Chelsea now and even in the past. Usually, when they were kid, teenagers playing football, they had a strong relationship. I wouldn't say relationship, the feeling of playing for Chelsea. They always wear Chelsea jerseys most of the time. So yeah, Moses is a player that wants to move to Chelsea, but let's see how the deal goes with time. So, Stephen, we'll be talking about the club captain right now. We're gonna end up the stream with talking about this young man over here, Reece James. We've seen
Mhm.
how good he's been. He had the blessings from lots of players, Cesar Spilicueta, and also John Terry, who is club legend, living legend. He's seen it all. He gave his blessings to Reece James, and now Reece James will be leading the team with vice captain Ben
Ben
Chilwell.
Chilwell, apparently, yeah.
Yeah. What do you make of? We haven't seen nothing much from him yet, but what would you expect to see from his leadership role as the Chelsea captain?
Um, I think he's someone who is definitely worthy of it. I think from what we've seen, he looks like someone who's a good leader. He'll motivate people. He'll help them they don't if they don't have confidence, stuff like that. He'll help them, and I feel like he's the type of player you want as a captain. Someone who will help the team, whether it's individually or as a collective. We know what he can do on the pitch, and then yeah, apparently he's a leader in the dressing room already, and he's 23, and therefore, by that case, why wouldn't you want him captain? I mean, some people saying Silva and all this, but Silva's probably only here for one more year. So you make Reece the captain, and then what you do from there is you have Thiago Silva mentor him and mentor Ben Chilwell, who's apparently the vice captain as well. Because there's no point making Silva captain for 1 year to then hand it over to Reece anyway. When you can have Reece captain for a year, get mentored by Thiago Silva on how to be a captain and what he thinks a captain should be and stuff like this, and help him build his own way. Because everyone's a different style of leader. There's different ways in which you can lead people. So Reece needs to find his own way, and I think Thiago Silva mentoring him will help him do that.
In regards to what you just said, everyone can lead a team in his own way. Reece James, I was right there when he said it. During this interview, I was right there, and the question came in. He said, "Look, everyone does his in a different way. Maybe some are good behind the scene, off the field leadership role, and on the field leadership role, but he feel he can do it both way, off the field and then on the field." That alone being said from Reece James should tell you this guy has matured enough to be able to take that role. But my only problem to Reece James being the captain is the injuries situations or injuries that Reece James used to have. I did talk to Stephen about Reece James' captainship and if he can stay healthy and strong all the time. Normally, most of the players need their leaders who would say captains to play at least almost about 85% of the game, but you can't guarantee. Injury can happen even during warm up before the game. So, which that one, just like you said, you can guarantee that, which is much more acceptable, and then it makes a lot of sense. But I wish and I want Reece James, him saying he can do both on the field and off the field leadership role is very, very good thing to have Reece, who have been through the ranks from academy level to the he's seen it all to the senior level, played in Champions League games, and now we haven't had any problems with Reece James, with people or anyone, just like we've seen with Mason Greenwood and also some other players,
Greenwood.
which I Yeah, from Manchester United, which some other players I can't
Oh,
even
you mean off the
compare.
field issues
Off the field
with the
issues,
law,
yes.
basically.
Yeah, we haven't had
Yeah,
anything like that with Rhys James.
avoid saying what the issues are.
Yeah, I won't go into details trying to mention
Yeah, no,
what the
I was
issues
just
are.
clarifying because you said Greenwood, you confused me for a second.
Okay, yeah, like off the field issues and anything like that since I've known Rhys James, or even on the field issues. His sister has his sister have gone beyond it and even done something that Rhys James have never done on the
You know
pitch
that
before.
ban's only 2 games now, so
2
if
games.
England make it to the final, she can play.
Absolutely, yeah. I even you tweeted. I think you sent that in the link, and I also tweeted that on Twitter. So guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Yeah. So yeah, Lauren James I think she's gonna miss 2 games, and if England made it to the finals, she will get her piece of cake in the finals, a chance to play in the finals. So yeah, Rhys James, right there, he's a good captain. Let's see what he can do under his tenure as a captain. Let's see what Rhys James can win for Chelsea Football Club. Another era begins, and Rhys James is the guy there. So what do we have here? Phantom of Mini Topic said Thiago barely speaks English. Football doesn't has nothing to do with English. No, football have one language: run, stop, stay there. It's just you don't need language.
I mean, you do
English,
but
I mean on the pitch.
There's normally at least one other person who can understand you, but also tell others as well. There's normally at least one.
When you talk about tactically, the coach is
also,
trying to
I don't
something
think English
across.
is that bad. I think his English is pretty good.
Cool, Thiago Silva.
If I remember rightly, his English is actually kind of good.
All right, Smart said Chelsea are cooking for Moises Caicedo. So now we need here we go from Fabrizio Romano.
What I want is that Ornstein exclusive Chelsea agree fee with Brighton for Moises Caicedo. That's what I want. Give me the Ornstein exclusive today.
You don't want the Fabrizio exclusive. Fabrizio will sneak out and get it and then tweet it. We know I've seen it.
I haven't got an issue with it. Just the Ornstein one. Once Ornstein says it, you know for a fact it's done. You know, like I haven't got an issue with Romano. Like I send his stuff all the time because you see more stuff from him than you do from certain others. So I've got no issue with him and the stuff he puts, but I just prefer the Ornstein one.
I know you and I have sat down here before, and during the transfer deadline day when things about to shut down, and we know what was going on after David Ornstein tweeted there was the Enzo Fernandez deal. Then Fabrizio pick it up and then retweet what's his David Ornstein's tweet, and we all saw that. We know what Fabrizio can do. People don't really watch what Fabrizio does very well. If you follow almost about 5 accredited journalists, you can really watch the time and when they tweet. Watch the time at which David Ornstein or maybe Ben Jacob or whoever tweets, and look at the time at which Fabrizio also tweets. Watch that time. You can tell that he picked that from here. If he was the first person to tweet that.
In terms of, like, sometimes Romano does have exclusives. And fair play. Yeah. I think somebody said, I can't remember where I saw this. I think somebody said that his contact on the Caicedo deal, I think I saw somebody say that his contact is in Romano's, is Caicedo's agent. So that's got to be interesting. If his contact actually is the agent.
Okay, so you guys saw we've talked about Rhys James. Let me know what you guys make of Rhys James as the captain for the next decade. Let's see what he can do for Chelsea, and if he's really the guy. We'll look at this season, and we can judge Rhys on how he carries the team, how he leads the team by the end of the season. Phantom of Many Topics said, when does Stamford Bridge shut down for remodeling? We'll come to that. And also Fabrizio has a street cred on. Here we go.
Street cred isn't street credit.
Yeah. Yeah, street creator. Here we go. So that's a signature of Fabrizio Romano. But then anything he tweets, he can pick out from somewhere, which you might think that's him. All right, Smart said Luis Hall signed a new 6-year deal with an option for an extra year at Chelsea today. Now expected to sign for Crystal Palace on a season long loan, but deal he won't likely be able to play for them. Crystal Palace. Well, wouldn't he like to play for Crystal Palace if he hasn't get a
No,
chance
I
at
think
Chelsea?
no. I think what they're saying is that because it depends on when the medical's done. So if the medical and the signature are not done by midday tomorrow, he cannot play this weekend.
Smart said Moses Caicedo is okay, bro. Yes, Caicedo is a good player, but we're just waiting. We're waiting. Everyone will be waiting. Guys, transfer deadline day. We'll be here all day. We will be on this platform all day waiting for
Ready for more chaos.
ready. Yeah, guys, if you want to know much more about what Reece James said about the captainship, what we just talked about, there's more on YouTube. You can get it on my YouTube. Shorts is right there because I uploaded this video over there. So yeah, you can listen to what he said about his leadership if he becomes a captain for Chelsea. So check it out. Thank you guys for being here today and watching. We got about 8 minutes to end the stream. 1 hour on the dot. We're done with the stream. We'll carry on with the most important topic. We don't want to come over here and be waffling things that has been waffled a day before. We've talked about the Premier League investigation. We've talked about Tyler Adams. We talked about Moses Caicedo. We've talked about Lavia also. Did we talk about Lavia, Steven?
What did you say? Sorry, I wasn't.
Did you talk
here
about Lavia?
as well.
Did we talk about Lavia yet?
We briefly touched on it.
Okay. So we also talk about Bayern Munich assessing their option if they can get Kepa Arrizabalaga. Then
that's
so 20
advanced
million
now apparently.
Yeah, 20 million. So Lavia. I'm not so sure. Here, to be honest with you, I'll say I haven't watched much clips from Lavia, although he played against Chelsea. I saw a little bit when he played at Stamford Bridge. But besides that, Stephen, are you convinced with Lavia as a holding midfielder? Because Liverpool don't have a holding midfielder yet. They don't have a holding midfielder. That's why they're in for Lavia.
Bro, they don't have much of a midfield at all. Never mind just holding midfielders.
Yeah, Liverpool don't have one. And when you talk to people like, okay, where should this player really should go, Chelsea or Liverpool? A lot of people say Liverpool. Some are saying Chelsea. If you're a Chelsea fan, you say Chelsea. But are you really? Is he the guy as a midfield? Holding midfielder.
He's what, 19?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised if we are genuinely making a play to get all three of Adams, Lavia, and Caicedo. I wouldn't be surprised. Then, like I said earlier, you push Enzo further forward. You're playing Kunku on one of the wings, whichever side, I'm not sure. And then you put someone else on the other wing with Jackson up top, for example.
Yeah.
So a lot of creativity that we can have if you move Enzo further forward with an Nkunku next to him come January when he's fit again.
All right, guys, if you're watching us and haven't liked the video, yes, what are you waiting for? Give it a like and also share the video. We stream pretty much every day. We're trying to work. We got a lot of work behind the scenes, but time is, with time, we're trying so much to get consistency again and be streaming each and every day. Phantom of Mini topic to know much of what is going on. But yeah, Kepa has sent Kepa to his daddy, Thomas Tuchel. Phantom of Many topics. Also, our brother Steven, who is watching us live on YouTube, said like, subscribe, 10 bell notification icon on at all time so you wouldn't miss anything from Blue Clouds Media platform. Thank you very much, Steven, for tuning in today. Phantom said that does Liverpool play Champions League or Europa League this year? I think they play Europa League. Right, Steven?
What was
They
that,
didn't
sorry?
make top four. They didn't make top four, right? So they play Europa League.
No. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, Europa, yeah. I couldn't remember what spot they finished in. I knew it weren't Champions League, but I couldn't remember outside of that because it came down to the last couple of games.
Guys, our next stream, I think our last stream before the Premier League kickoff. By then, we're gonna have a lot of all the teams and know the players that they've signed and see we can weigh our option and see who can make it to the top 6. And also the subsequent stream that we will be bringing up on the platform, we'll be talking about managers that will be first manager to be sacked first. But then
basically season predictions.
Yeah, season prediction. We'll bring up over here. So our last stream before the Premier League kickoff will be our season prediction. Who can be there? Do you think Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea? Who can make the top 4? Who can make the top 8? So, guys, thank you very much. As usual, we got. I have I think 4 minutes to go. I'll send the link right there. I'll send the link in there for everyone in the comment section below and people that are watching. If you want to be part of the stream, let me know. I've sent the link in there for you. Join us. We got a few 10 minutes to end the stream. Give you 10 more minutes so we can bring the stream to an end. Click on it. Join us here. Let us know what you make of Chelsea's transfer dealings so far. Kepa Arrizabalaga has been linked move away. Okay, Steven. Has been linked a move away from Chelsea Football Club. Will be going out. Okay, what about the other players? Slanini, Slanini will be going on loan to other football clubs. It means that there will be another experienced goalkeeper that will be joining Robert Sanchez. I'm sure Robert Sanchez, who will be the number 1 and when Kepa leaves. And are you happy, guys? Let me know. Are you happy Kepa is leaving, or you don't think that move can happen? Fulham will finish 15th. My loan is over at Craven Cottage. Craven Cottage. The Phantom said that a weak signal right now. No problem. Whoever has a good signal, you want to be part of us over here and have a say in regards to what is going on at Chelsea Football Club or even the Premier League. If you're a Liverpool fan, Arsenal fan, you're watching us, be part. This channel is a multicultural club channel. Everyone is invited to the channel. We don't just basically talk about one Chelsea thing, but we also can talk about Harry Kane. We can talk about Harry Kane. If you have anything about Harry Kane move is up. Now, Daniel Levy has accepted the move for Harry Kane. My question is, why did it take that long for Daniel Levy to accept the deal from Bayern Munich to let Harry Kane join Bayern Munich? Why did it take that long? What happens is it becomes difficult for Postecoglou to be able to find his players. Postecoglou has been waiting for that long. So the longer it takes for Daniel Levy to let Harry Kane leave, that is when it becomes difficult for Postecoglou to be also to be able to assess his options on who he brings in as a striker to lead the team. So now Harry Kane is on his way to Bayern Munich, and now Postecoglou has to find another player. If Daniel Levy, if you're gonna allow that, why do you take that long to allow that to happen? All right. Phantom of Minitobe said Harry Kane needs to go to Daddy Thomas Tuchel. He is there. You call everyone Daddy. Phantom. All right, Steven, you there? Anything on Harry Kane? Harry Kane move has really come to an end now. He's moving. Finally, it's guaranteed he goes to Bayern Munich. He wins the trophy. When Steven is ready, he might give us his opinion on Harry Kane's move. What do we have here? I'm surprised Levy wake up at this moment. Yes, because I don't know why it took him that long, just like I said. Because if you don't allow Harry Kane to leave, it means that he's going to leave on a free. And whatever amount that Daniel Levy and Tottenham Hotspur were supposed to receive for this transfer, it would have been free on for Harry Kane. Harry Kane would have lived for free, and that money is not going to go to Tottenham Hotspur. We know how much money they've spent. Lots and lots of money. They spent lots of money on the stadium deals and facilities and improvements. So they definitely need money to be able to pay off some of this debt. Stephen, Harry Kane, finally he's moving to Bayern Munich. What's your take on that?
He's not yet.
Guaranteed he's going to win a trophy when it happens.
Not guaranteed he's going.
But that's the news right now. I thought it was done.
No. The clubs have an agreement. There's no green light from Harry Kane.
Okay.
The clubs have an agreement. We don't know
Bayern
if Kane's got to go yet. Kane might decide not to go. We don't know. So the only thing that's happened is Tottenham and Bayern have agreed on a fee. To my knowledge, there's no agreement on terms between Bayern and Harry Kane.
But do you think Harry Kane will fancy that move? Because he's not going to Manchester United. Where else would he go to win a trophy? It's guaranteed when he goes to Bayern Munich, he can win a trophy in the first season.
But then he's a free agent next summer. He's got to pick of the clubs. If he stays at Tottenham for one more year, he's got to pick of the clubs.
Real Madrid is not going to come for him. So if he wants to move, why won't he move now? Madrid is not going to come for him. Madrid are trying to assess the option, trying to get Mbappe in.
No, I'm not saying he'll go Madrid. I'm just saying you have to pick of the clubs realistically if you don't move this summer. And the last thing I saw, I can't remember where I saw it, but the last thing I saw and heard was that he may be leaning towards staying at Spurs because he wanted it done last month. And now not Tottenham's season, but we're on either the Premier League opener. Because Man City Burnley is the first game of season and that's tomorrow. So in his head, he might go, well, I wanted to move before. And now the Premier League season starts, so I now don't want to leave. Because he wanted it done last month. Or very early August, within first few days of August. We're now on the 10th and he's not here, so...
Okay, thank you very much, Stephen. Phantom of Many Topics says Spurs have the best stadium in the Premier League or the best stadium in the world. When you talk about the world, Spurs stadium, you don't even count 5. He won't be among the world best 5 stadiums in the world. It won't be part of it. Phantom of Many Topics said Harry Kane's wife loves London. She don't want Manchester United, which we all know they don't want Manchester United, which is very true. We don't need Kepa again, Chelsea fans. Yes, Stephen said he's done with Kepa Arrizabalaga. It's hype.
Done with him a long time ago.
Phantom said if Kane stays at Spurs, we must offer him
chauffeur service.
Chauffeur service from his house.
So when someone drives you around and stuff.
Okay.
Have someone drive you and stuff, yeah, basically.
Okay. Right, so thank you very much, guys. Today, this is where we bring the stream to an end. I want to thank each one of you that have been here from the beginning of the stream, today's stream to the end. It goes up and down. If you haven't subscribed yet to the platform, the best stadium in the world is LA Chargers. LA Chargers. I don't even think
Chargers.
So.
That's NFL.
Yes. Have you been to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium before?
Atlanta.
Atlanta FC Stadium, the home of the Atlanta FC. Have you been to if you've been to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is Atlanta FC Stadium, then tell me, compare that stadium plus the Chargers Stadium that you're talking about. If you've been there, because I've been there, I've been to the Benz Stadium before. I feel like I've been to a lot of stadiums, to be honest with you, here in America, and I feel like the Benz Stadium stands tall among all the others. You talk about stadium, the Benz Stadium is one of the best. So let's look into that. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your rest of your evening. Good night. Leo Desperandos. Like I always say, hang on to hope. Tomorrow is another day. We'll be live again tomorrow with latest updates on Chelsea FC news. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.